to press the button, and now we must take your prize.
Hey everybody, welcome to another video. This is going to be a Halloween vending computer that I built. I'm going to go through and demonstrate and explain a little bit about it. So here in a second he's going to talk.
One that gets prizes is passed. Choose
So
carefully.
after a button press, there's a vending wheel that will go through and spin, and the bouncy balls will basically get caught up in that wheel and then dropped through a tube which has a sensor to detect a prize. So once he detects a prize, he will
Okay,
speak,
take your prize. I dare
and
you.
then that whole process basically resets. So here you can see the top-down view. We're looking at the vending system and the button. So press the button, goes through, the vending wheel triggers, he does his little shake,
Fresh from the pit. Just
and
for
then
you.
he starts talking. Once the prize is vended, it detects it. So here I'm just demonstrating the lid. It's just got like a gumball machine type key. Basically just comes out, and you can lift the lid up. And here in a second, I'm going to show the key, and you can see the little pins in there. So all these parts are just 3D printed. So you can see there the key pins line up with that little slot. You push them in there, and then the pins can come out once the key is removed. And here in a second, I'll demonstrate that. You'll pull the key out, and the pins can pop out. Keeps it from turning. So basically, just lets you lock it. Here we can get a better look at the vending system. So when I press the button, it triggers a vend, and the wheel starts to rotate. So you can see the prizes just kind of get pushed forward.
Okay, take your prize. I
And
dare
once they
you.
do, they kind of fall into the slot of the wheel. And as it turns, you can see there's a block over the vending tube to keep them from just falling on through as it pushes them through forward.
This prize is yours. For now.
Once a prize has been vended, it will trigger the mask to talk. So there's a photo resistor and LED in the vending tube. So whenever something crosses the light, it will automatically send a trigger to the
You think you're
mask to
lucky?
speak. It's got a timeout function, so basically if there's nothing left to vend, once you press the button, it will time out after 10 seconds, the mask shake. And then once that completes, it's got another additional 10 seconds for the vending system to spin. And if nothing happens, it eventually just goes back to its normal mode. So this whole thing is built out of an old PC case tower. And you can see here I've got a 3D printed housing for the button. Also on the back, I've got a cover for the old power supply and the I/O panel that was removed. So this is actually using a CN60 Chromebox device, and it's running Ubuntu Linux. So it's been modified with custom firmware in order to run Linux. And on the front here, you can see a plywood cover for the front with an acrylic panel. I've got a 3D printed ramps for the prizes to go down. And on the back, I've got a button to power it off, but it's hidden behind this threaded cap, so that way, it can't accidentally get pressed. But this is the power off button to send a shutdown command. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the computer itself. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this VGA cable and the power cable that's going to the monitor. So I've basically just taken a computer screen and mounted it to the side panel behind some acrylic just to protect it. So if you look inside, you'll see all the different components that are used in the system. So I've got several different things in here. I've got the CN60 Chromebox in the upper right corner. You can see all the components that are connected to it. Couple power supplies. So you'll see the power supply at the top is going to be the CN60, and at the bottom is going to be the 12-volt power supply for the Arduino. There's the Chromebox, and there's the Arduino Uno, and a motor controller, and the audio amplifier. Here we'll take a closer look inside. At the top you see the 12 volt DC motor and then the vending tube. So you see the cables that are coming out of the tube there. We've got the LED on one side and a photoresistor on the other side. That's the light curtain that detects the vend. and then the ZN60. So this whole thing is running on Linux, but the mask itself is coded in Python using Pygame. So now I'm going to go ahead and shut down the system using the shutdown switch in the back. So this is running a watchdog script that will basically make sure that the mask game is running all the time. So by pressing this switch and holding it for 10 seconds, it will go ahead and cancel that out and it will shut down the system. I hope everyone enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment and I'll try to answer it.